So welcome to my work. It's easier for me to spray boots with some camp dry here where it's warm and pretty open and fairly ventilated, and kind of let it soak in instead of trying to spray them at home, because this stuff will smell up a small house or an apartment real easy, and it'll kind of linger. By the time anybody comes back into work, we shut the plant down tonight, so by the time anybody comes back into work, the smell will have dissipated. It's a much larger area here. It's a lot easier to do. Ordinarily, I would spray this on in the summertime and just leave them in the shed for the weekend, but it's wintertime right now. It's too cold out. You want to really spray this like room temperature or warmer. So we've got our Belleville 600 CT. The CT stands for composite toe. No, I'm just kidding. Composite. So it's a safety toe, but it's composite instead of steel, so it won't conduct electricity. And also in cold weather, even though these are hot weather boots, in cold weather the composite toe isn't going to freeze your foot as much. That steel toe kind of tends to hold on to that cold air. So these are American-made boots. Belleville makes a really good quality boot. I decided to get some in sage green. I typically get them in coyote. I get the Marine Corps issue aircrew boots. But I thought I'd give these a try. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray some camp dry on them. Why don't I get these tags off of here first? Let's get out the old Leatherman wave again. Remove this tag here. We'll lace them up later. So you're gonna have to forgive the camera angle. Typically I just start with the tongue. I make sure I get inside. Just trying to saturate everything. Try to get all the surfaces covered. Inside your little nooks and crannies, that's places that are easily overlooked. And this will change the color a little bit. Might darken it just a little bit. I do kind of lay it on a little heavy. You probably don't need to apply this much, but it's the way I've always done it. And the camp dry is just to help out in those wet weather situations. Get around all the eyelets, and the seams. See, there's the Belleville logo on the back there. And right around the sole. I'm not sure how well the camera is getting this. I've got it propped up against a box. So I try to make sure I get the tongue first and then the stitching and around the sole. Before I just do the main area. I mean, it's pretty much saturated as is. I'm just kind of filling in. And this, the boots will kind of smell all weekend. It's a little bit like a military supply depot, which I like that smell, but most people don't. So I'll let them sit here at work for about the next, got about 4.5 hours left at work. And then I'll bring them home. Get all the areas in between. Oh, I missed right here. I don't mind that it darkens up the boot a little bit. You can get right inside here too. Right inside the tongue. That ought to do it. One more thing, I'm going to go ahead and spray the laces. I typically don't, but why not? I'm right here. And if I get a little overspray on the boots, so much the better. Now, I've never gone back and treated boots afterward. I just do them when they're new. So I'm not really sure what the life expectancy is on this, or if they recommend going back. Maybe it's just because I wear my boots out fast enough. And I will be putting in these insoles after they dry and I lace them up. This is an American-made insole that you can buy at Walmart, believe it or not. And these tend to work pretty good. I replace them about every 6 months.